You good though?
What the hell is going on between the sheets in my home?
Was you waiting
That's
for
how.
somebody to sing the female part?
That's how
No,
you.
I damn near would have logged off and one of you niggas would have. No, I'm about to have a fit.
It's about to be some shit. Hey, but Marty, is that how you walk through the front door?
All right, so
Just step in like, hey, what
pose
the
a
hell is
very-
going on? What
between the sheets in my home. And you pose a very interesting question, G. What do you do? Are you logical or are you shooting everybody?
Is it
Cause
your
he-
home? Or are you pulling up to her crib? Like, do y'all live together now? So it's your home?
So let's go off the scenario.
Because between the sheets in my home, if it's by the actual lyrics, everybody got to die.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? And I don't think Ron Isaac get enough credit for that. You know, it's the nuance it's the nuance in the detail.
What
So-
the hell is going on? What the hell is going on between the sheets in your home? Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck I got to do with that?
Yeah,
Anything I have between the
But my
sheets in your
home-
home? Yeah,
but
but
my-
my shit.
yeah. People
That's
dying.
hilarious.
They're dying slow too. It's gonna
Nah,
be
you-
sick.
Now you know a cold part of that, like a cold, like little tweak nuance to that is if you even went a step further on the between the sheets in my home. It's like we no longer together, and you got the house, but I paid for it.
So
So I pulled
That's
up
what I-
like, wait, hold up. Like I know you got a whole nother nigga, but what's going on in between the sheets in the shit that I paid for? I don't care what the court said.
So G, that was gonna be the point. Is it his home on the deed? But nigga, come on, fam. You know you don't. Come on, Ron. You wildin'. Come on, man. Don't make me do this now, baby. In front of company.
Hey man, that's why Barnes drove 30 hours.
Mm.
Matt Barnes had to go,
Just to prove a
what
point.
the hell is going on in front of my kids?
Can't say that I don't agree.
Hey, I just wish we had some cam. Like as much as we get camera footage of elevator shit, I just wanted a camera of Derek Fisher running around that kitchen island.
There's footage of that exists, right? Like somebody stopped. They were entertaining folks. So somebody stopped and went, "Oh, this is mating." So there's footage of that exists, right?
I would hope. I would hope that somebody wanted to document that, even if it was just for shits and giggles. We ain't never got to bring it out, but for shits and giggles between us, y'all, this nigga was wilding.
Man.
Yeah. I wonder if that's how he found out. Like he was checking on his app, looking at the cameras in his house, and just was like, "What the fuck?" And
No.
hopped-
The kids.
Nah, it was a kid.
It was
He
the kids.
was on
He was
FaceTime. He was like, what the
FaceTiming the
fuck?
kids. Yeah.
Damn.
It was like that moment. It was
moment.
like that moment in Double Jeopardy when she in jail and she got on the phone with like some chick, I forgot what it was.
Remember, there was a babysitter.
Yeah, the babysitter with the kid, and then got on the phone with the kid, and then the dad walked in like, wait, who is that?
Yeah.
He said, I'm in jail for who?
The kid's natural reaction in Double Jeopardy was like dad. She like, what
Yeah,
the
dad.
fuck? Your dad dead.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just got her thinking. So by the time she got out, she was ready to prove that Double Jeopardy is underrated. By the way,
I was about to just say that.
Definitely. It definitely is.
I love nothing more than a great B movie that is just a B movie. Like I think we talked about this, but Double Jeopardy, Con Air,
Boy,
are those
Con
B
Air.
movies though?
I don't know if Con Air is.
I
Double
don't think they were.
Jeopardy is, right?
Yeah, but I think these are movies that they
Time out.
didn't perform at the box office, but they like were cult followings. Like I think
Yeah.
it was later on that it took off.
Okay, well,
But
so
I don't think-
the cast wouldn't say that it's B. That's
Yeah, I was about to say because Double
How-
Jeopardy, didn't it have Tommy Lee Jones in there?
Yeah, that's Tommy Lee Jones. So the budget was there. So I'm
And
going
that's
like,
Jodie Foster. Like, don't get it
did it-
twisted.
did they make back? Did they make back their budget? I imagine they did though.
I'm pretty sure they did. I don't think that was hard to do for them.
But at box office, did they?
Probably not at box office. I think
Oh.
eventually when you get into like the tapes, and I think that was back when tapes was out.
Yeah, but see, that was back when, if it was back when tapes was out, that's when movies they cared about the box office number, but they didn't
What do
care
you
like that.
what do y'all think? So this is 1999. What do y'all think Rotten Tomatoes gave it now?
I would say
What would you guess?
they probably get like I'd say a 82.
I'm gonna say at
Alexa, what was
30,
it?
33.
27. 27 for Double Jeopardy.
Yeah, that's why I don't work at Rotten Tomatoes.
Tommy
Because I
Lee
know
Jones,
27.
Tommy Lee Jones, Ashley Judd, and then
Ashley Judd, that's what it is, not Jodie Foster.
yeah. So it's kind of where so we
I do
get
get
so
those two mixed up. Ashley Judd is Kentucky. I think Jodie Foster is Stanford. That's one of the two. The folks that be at the basketball games.
So Double Jeopardy did 116 million at box office.
Oh shit! How much did it cost to make?
Probably 80.
Think so, G. 100. So this one thing says 100 and oh wow, it cost them 40 to make. They made 100 and this thing says Wikipedia says 177 million. So
Oh yeah, so they killed it.
yeah, but we can unanimously go. This is a B movie. Maybe the where's the Fugitive?
The script, yes. The script is a B.
So the Fugitive is a what movie?
Fugitive's an A movie.
A movie. Fugitive. We say what we say about Con Air.
Con Air is an A.
Con Air is an A.
But I think Con Air would probably be at that low A though. Like it's not
Yeah.
it's not supposed to perform big time or anything like that. Like it isn't Jumanji or some shit. But
Yeah, it's an A minus.
So Con Air cost 75 million to make.
they grossed above that for sure.
Oh my gosh, they did 224 million at box office.
Yeah.
Hey, it got Nicolas Cage in there. I think
So I mean, damn, we could hella talk about this during the show. This is leading me to a fact. We had an awesome fucking interview.
Yeah, we ain't done no intro, nothing, shit.
Nothing. We just out here,
What's up, folks?
looking up random facts.
we're like the nigga who came out to the basketball court smoking cigarettes and then just instantly get in the game.
Hey, what? That's a commonality on the what's that? The beach courts in LA.
Oh yeah, Venice.
Yeah, Venice. Yeah. It's a cat out there right now playing with no shoes on. Hella defense.
Hella defense.
What a black mile.
Let's do it like this. Let's do the sponsors real quick, and we can start the show. This week's episode of the Meet the Brave podcast is powered by Northwest Pizza and Pasta. Where if you think the pizza is good, try hands down the best wings in the valley. Nobody, man, I mean nobody, does wings like NWP. Order online right now for takeout delivery, and they are open, operating at 25% capacity, which is give or take about 25 people. Pull up on your family and tell them Meet the Brave sent you. Today's podcast is powered by the REEF Studios, Black-owned studio in Oakland, California, where we specialize in multi-tracking, podcasting, audio books, you name it, it can be done. Shout out to everybody that has been tapping in. Like the studio has been booked almost every day, and it's getting out of hand. And for to keep it that way, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Different podcasts coming to get the sauce, coming to get the look, and wanting to get the feel. You know what I'm saying? It really is dope to be able to provide that for folks. So tap in the Reef Studios on IG for your inquiries, and somebody will be in touch with you right away. Today's podcast is powered by Uplifters, Black-owned domino company, and more of a lifestyle company. Uplifters, no vows, They just dropped their awesome show-winning formula, executive produced by none other than our very own Let's Bubble Productions, Alexius Franklin, Custom Dominoes, collaboration with Grand National. That is available now. Tap into Uplifters, follow them, and as always, their bio, their page will be in the description of this episode. And last but not least, today's episode is powered by Let's Bubble Productions, our very own Alexius Franklin, for making the podcast, video production look crazy, and also being our co-host, man, and taking shit to a whole nother level. We appreciate you. Tap in with Let's Bubble Productions for all your video needs and storytelling. With that being said, y'all, let's start the show. It's Meet the Brave Podcast. I am Mike Draper.
LG.
Lex B-U-B.
My brothers. Hello, good morning. Happy Mother's Day to your mothers, your significant others, the people in your life. Salute. How y'all feeling today?
Great, man. Great. Was out with mom yesterday, so we had a good time over there in Sac. So it was, yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Happy Mother's Auntie. Happy Mother's Day.
Shout out to y'all. Same to you, Auntie. It's nothing like y'all, I must say.
No, that is a fact. Mom, happy Mother's Day. Lex, what we call your mom? Is she Nana? What we doing? What we do? Happy Mother's Day. We need to send all the love.
That's a good question, actually. What name did she take on as a grandmother?
She took on Nana.
Okay.
That's the one that she took on, and
she chose that, or was like a natural, like the kid just was like, that's Nana. How'd that go?
It was natural. When my brother Sid had his daughter, that's when she started calling my mom. And so then when Tink came down here and visited us, and whenever she would get on the phone with my mom, Sid would hear it. So then boom, that's what Sid calls her now.
It's not naturally how it goes. That's beautiful. Well, Nana, thank you for everything that you do, and just let Lex as I feel like I can say that just because of who you are, who the family is, how they hold you down. Per the conversation we were privy to last time we were together, you tell how moms had to ride or die for you. I just thought that was so dope. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, the aunties, and we appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah, shouts out to Kendra too, because she been killing it with Sid. Like,
man.
So
what's that? Happy Mother's Day, Kendra. What is that dynamic too, Lex? As you obviously it's your mom, but your significant other, and raising your child. L shout out Poe. We have a conversation where there's an element that, and L, please correct me if I'm wrong or speak for yourself if I'm not conveying this right, but there is an element of the right partner to produce life with, to conceive with, to enter that partnership with, and the responsibility that comes with that role, and how they step into it, how they carry it. What has been your learning and your growth and the awareness that you've come to, as you just said it, like watching your wife raise your daughter? Is there a whole different dynamic for you as a man?
Yeah, there is. Just for the way she interacts with Sid. For me, I won't lie. When it comes to Sid, I'm a little bit of a softie. I know I am, but she knows how to ride the balance of being hard enough on Sid that she gets the point that she needs to do something, but then at the same time show that she is this loving mother. Whereas me, whenever I tend to go hard on Sid, it's like I done fucked up, made her cry because I done went too hard. And it's like I didn't even think I went that hard, but if I go 2 octaves up and I don't even got no deep voice, she done already broke all the way down. And then
if you do that Stevie Wonder run.
Yeah.
like hey.
One of those. Hey, what you doing?
Count 2. What you doing over there? Hey.
Oh man.
Come over here.
Even the
Sit
way
down over there.
Even the way with how she like the way she teaches her as far as when it comes to homework and stuff to the way I teach her. It's like they just have a certain connection. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
That's so dope. Um, and it feels like we should be able to make that conversation mainstream. It's like the nurturing element of the mother to the offspring is a dynamic for a man that is like something we should be able to marvel at and consider in our decision making, but also be able to have a discussion about it and be able to ask the right questions and and be and figure out ways to enhance or support that, or to show up. It's just something I'm fascinated by how often it comes up with conversations with my niggas where that is part of the equation when they outside and meeting people. I'm fascinated that that's a thing, but I'm also fascinated by how that's only a thing in certain pockets where it don't exist in other pockets, depending on who the circle is. So it's I don't know. Did I convey that right?
I know you hit it on the head. I mean, that's just where we are currently. You know, what I mean, it's a factor that you always have to put in there, while making these decisions. Just because at this point we have a good amount of experience with like all of our examples and stuff like that. And truthfully, it's just like every other walk of life, where if you're doing the proper work on yourself, then naturally uh, there'll be a gravitational pull on what it is that you're looking for. But when you find ways to either distract yourself um, or cloud your judgment by trying to live up to some type of image that you would have from people that from friends and shit like that, where you want to have a whole bunch of different types of people, a bunch of different types of women around you and stuff like that, which is the initial thing that you do when you're younger or whatever. But it gets a little bit more directed, later on when you're doing the actual work, where you can no longer, you have to be more intentional. And that's what we keep talking about, is just intentionality when you're dealing with people. You can still have your fun or whatever in the meantime because it's dating, but um, you have it in your mind, what you want to, what you actually are looking for. So you have to just keep that at the forefront as opposed to trying to tuck that away because people are talking about oh, you really like this person, or oh, you really think you're like all the shit that everybody projects out on you as a single individual, when the coolest thing in the world is to have a union. What I'm saying? So it's just about, you just can't have a union with any old body. So that's really where you get fucked up at.
And I guess it's just a form of like evolving and learning how to converse and show up in the different spaces and know how to be clear about boundaries or the things you may be looking for, or what have you. I along with that, I am too also blown away by the amount of women that are caught off guard by that being a factor, being a variable. It's like, you're not really nurturing at all. So how are you gonna be with some kids? Like for real, bro. Like you don't really even love yourself. So all right. So we gotta have a different conversation. It's funny. It's funny that those are things, and then when trying to have a conversation, the 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 modern landscape. Hopefully the places that you're frequenting are lending to those kind of conversations. I try to do better about moving into the conversations after we've like done the whole like, yo, we here, and like tapping in. But our listenership and everybody that's been tapping in, bro, has been doing such an amazing job of like engagement on the socials and putting people on. Our subscribers keep itching up. It's the dopest thing. So thank you to y'all putting people on. We want to keep that challenge going. Just put somebody on. Like if you really like we've been doing the feedback circles, and people like, yo, how can I support Grand National? How can I support anything that you're doing? It's like, you know what? The best thing you could do, if you're a super fan, or if you're super tapped in and you really fuck with it and you really think it's dope, put somebody on. Like, and if you can put one person on, go forward and put three, four, five, six, seven people on. And if you really stand behind the product, you rock with the product. And I think that's what's really been dope. It's like people have been going out of their way to put other people on, and then people have been tapping in immediately, like, yo, I'm trying to catch up and go back. It's like, yo, take your time. Like, you don't have to listen to all 154 episodes. And I can honest, and then honestly, it's really like the last like 30 where niggas is dialed in anyway. So with that in mind, if you wanted to tap in, you could, but you could also just plug in where Lex does such a really good job. He broke down the formula for us with the videos. It's like, yeah, I just made it so the average person can plug in wherever the fuck they want to. And I'm like, bro, that is brilliant. And that's what's been happening. Like, random people that's been dropping in on the clips. And I'm like, bro, that's an isolated moment. But I'm so glad you're so passionate about that isolated moment. The context of the greater to the conversation is there, but the fact that that clip got you, by all means, niggas is still mad about the Eminem clips, bro. So I just want to point that out to y'all. Like,
Sure, I'm sure.
so shout out to our YouTube viewership for sure. Everybody listening on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Simplecast, Castbox. Thank y'all so much. Like, subscribe, comment, share, engage. When you're on IG, make sure you follow, share, DM. Shout out to Travis. Shout out to Jeremy, everybody that sent them fan questions this week. And I got some really dope fan questions. Lex did as well. Auntie last week. I'm still answering questions in public settings about what Auntie asked us last week. So thanks, Auntie. I really appreciate that. The pressure is on, and it's like, see what type of time you niggas is on, and they didn't expect our answers either too. So that really made it funny. Yeah, man. I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the evolution of the show and just being present, but then also being hella open to feedback and critique, especially from the people who are dialed in and invested in a way where you want to entertain somebody that listens every Monday to be like, yo, bro, I think y'all should try this. Y'all should consider this because y'all who are we speaking for, man. So continue to treat this as like it's your home and help us get efficient, help us get better and be clicking the way you want it to click. And it's something I want to normalize amongst um our community as a whole, but especially Black creatives. Is like, if Lex is working on something and he goes, hey Monty, ill, I need y'all to come fuck with me. It's not, nigga, come fuck with me and stroke my ego and let me get this ego driven ass idea off. But them days is old. Them days of creating like that are dead. Like, if we gonna do something together, gonna make sure it's the best. So if something ain't up to par, need free realm to be like, nah, Lex, that ain't him, bro. And vice versa, be like, yeah, man, you should probably reconsider that for sure. And Lex Bub, you can answer this. That that has been working tremendously for us as we produce new content, and it's been helping produce it faster because the lag time is less. It's like, hey man, I think we should have did this, and Lex is like, nah, bro, I think it should be this, and like, oh, I see where you're coming from, and that we don't talk enough about how necessary the tension is for the sake of excellence. I commend you two gentlemen because you guys are two people that I in doing my inventory, now that I know what it is, you guys have always sort of been cool in that space and been efficient in that space. That the tension has never dictated, it has never been the variable that was dictating your output or your efficiency. Um, Now that I'm identifying it myself, I do well in it, but I avoid it at all costs. Like, when it's not to be avoided, it's actually to be driven right through. It's like, what's up? I'm pulling up on all attention, nigga. Who, what, like all the smoke, like what that means, and in the lens of just being the best or producing the best, whatever it is that you're working on. And that's what this has been, y'all. So thank you to all the listeners out there for sure.
Really.
Um,
I'm with you on that one.
yeah, man. Well, let's start with the fan questions because I just really appreciate in the middle of the week somebody like just stopping what they're doing and asking like I'm gonna ask this on the show. Trav did that. Jeremy, I gotta find Jeremy. So no, Morgan and Jeremy's text messages this week really moved me, and these are two people that have been fucking with the show for a really long time. Morgan, as everybody knows, owner of Northwest Pizza and our very first sponsor, like to get the show off the ground was Morgan. He goes, this was Tuesday, I believe, or Monday. Not this Monday.
Early in the week.
Yeah, it was very early in the week. No, Wednesday. I'm sorry, it was Wednesday because it was a day that the Chappelle and Rogan episode dropped. He goes,
Fucking
I feel this. I feel the same way emotionally listening to Chappelle on Rogan as when I listen to all of you on Meet the Brave. I'd like to say thank you for continuing to do the pod every week. Love you, bro. You know, nigga, I'm sappy. Like, and I'm listening. I'm listening to the Chappelle and Rogan conversation the way everybody else is because I'm a super fan of Rogan, super fan of Dave, and I'm being moved just by the dialogue and it wasn't hella like bulletin board material. It was just a really dope conversation.
Just having a combo.
It's hella, bro. It's hella game in the combo though. So you really got to sign on for the whole 2 however long that shit was. You gotta really sign on for it. And once you in there, you got to commit to it. And so it's a lot of game that's gonna be missed just because people don't want to sign up for something that long. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, it's like, damn, is that kind of the space the pod occupies where like, all right, my nigga, we not bashing nobody. We ain't got no many ass hot takes, but the commitment to the dialogue is so much information in between. There's so much data in there. Salute to the motherfuckers who press play and listen the whole way through on Monday morning, or listen throughout the entire week, or are catching up, or we'll plug in later. Like we're curating a space of just exploration and and experimenting that Black people aren't afforded, and instead of not being continuing to not be afforded the space of experimentation, we're making that, and in the space of dialogue and try and having a hypothesis, and that shit being wrong, and you going back to the drawing board and just tweaking it. Like, nigga, it don't mean throw the experiment out. It's like, all right, I gotta add this or take this away or use less of this or more sunlight. My favorite thing, my plant I thought was dying in my room, and it's like, nah, bro, nurse it back, get it some actual, just basic sunlight is all it needed. And it's like, oh, I literally just had to move it from one side to the other, and it's like it's simple as that. But most people would have just like, all right, throw the plant out, it's done. It's like, nah, that's not really how that works. You can bring that shit back to life. So shout out to Morg for that. And then Jeremy goes,
man, that's big. More appreciation, man.
Yes. Always more.
And then Jeremy said something similar.
I'm sorry. Before you, is it gonna be?
Go ahead.
Exact? It's gonna be on that same exact.
No.
Okay.
No, stop there. We said something. My bad.
Okay.
I'm moving
No,
on.
it's all good. No, it's all good. But to what Morgan's saying though, as far as like comparing, like getting that connection between the two, I'm glad that he picked up on that, and that's what he gets from it, because as a show, to tell you the truth, I really can care less about talking about other people. Like I have zero, like there's nothing in me, there's nothing that moves me to talk about another person. And that's regardless of like who it is. Like it's nothing about me that moves me to talk about somebody else. But what I do pick up on is just that is the like the universe aspect of everything. So like how everything operates in the universe, and if we're doing it as like atoms and beings and stuff like that, operating in like this in the system, then you can pick up on different parts of each individual's journey um,
Hmm.
in the whole conversation of talking about what it is that they're doing. So I'm not here to like do the whole bashing thing or uh, getting into other people's business about everything. But what I am here to do is talk a good game about um, the therapeutic part of things. Like because I think I look at this as more of like a therapy session. So you talk about the whole long-winded version of audio. Yeah, it's not something that folks are going to be listening to and they're going to automatically be laughing out the gate. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Or um, highly entertained because of something that we're like slapney comedy or something like that we're doing just to get laughs. Like this isn't like a comedian podcast, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Which is kind of where people are, is that they need to be microwaved information, and if they don't get it immediately, then they're turned off because they don't know it's from campaign. So I get that part,
Hmm.
but what you will get out of it is some type of soul search,
Hmm.
and that's what I'm more interested in. I'm more interested in figuring out different points of everyone's soul by putting mine out there,
Yeah.
being transparent with mine, and then hopefully somebody can pick what they want out of there. And then that's how we get some of these fan questions, is that we're pretty open about shit that we talk about. So it comes back to us that way, and I think that type of dialogue without knowing every individual that we're talking, that at least I'm talking to, I don't know who the hell I'm talking to sometimes, but without knowing them like any much about them, I can tell from the words that they put down that it's something that they really are interested in. And truth be told, because you listen to this and you're looking forward to that answer to that question, lets me know that you're fairly on the same wave that we're dealing with here. So it helps out a lot because without you even knowing, that's a part of my own therapy. You know what I mean? So I wanted to say I appreciate everyone for that. And if you don't know the reason why you listen to us, but you listen to us, then I like that space.
Facts, facts. Lex, bro, do you have anything to that?
Um, it's crazy because me and Monty were just having a conversation. When was that? Like Tuesday? And we were talking about how this pod. It was
Go ahead, my bad.
Tuesday. Oh no, I think it was Tuesday, and we were having a conversation with. I was telling him about how people hit me up just to tell me like thank you that listen to the pod because of stuff that we talk about and it's going on in their lives, and they feel like it's the only person that shit's going the only person it's happening to is them, and then they hear us talk about it on the pod and the connections we get, and it helps bring some type of sanity to what they're going through and helps them connect better and not feel so alone. So
See,
uh,
that's dope.
yeah, and as we were having that conversation, one of the things I think me and Monty both came to was that, like you said, El, this pod is it. We have our funny moments, uh, but at the same time, even our jokes come from a place of healing ourselves and getting through everything that we've all gone through in our own separate lives. And with our testimonies, I feel like it helps other people understand that they have shit that's going on just like we do. And between, if you listen, it might actually help you figure out what will help you come to peace, if that makes sense.
Completely. And I have very, very, very dark humor. So I think that some of the wildest, craziest things in the world is fucking hilarious. So that's usually like where my jokes come in. Like I'll find some shit and supposed to be like, bro, you cannot joke about that. And I'm like, bro, that's that. But you didn't see that, and did you kind of laugh? Did you kind of like some
And
part of you laugh?
and that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to do the things where it's like, all right, bro, because cancel culture is real. Let's not pretend that we don't laugh at the like universally. It's like shit that's still hilarious. Like our Caitlyn Jenner
Oh,
bit, and then but how it kept going off off air after. I was like, oh, why are we recording this? This is hilarious, bro. And then that's all people wanted to talk about was like, bro, y'all wilding. But it's like it's not in any ill taste, this taste or in any
no
malice
malice,
at all.
man.
This shit is hilarious. At Caitlyn being like, yeah, trans folks should not be competing in certain sports, bro. Come on, bro. That is laughable. And it's like, nigga, Bruce is in there. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Like, Bruce is like, I'm that nigga. I trained hella hard, but y'all got me fucked up. And Caitlyn is like, I'm rolling. You know,
Bruce in there like the Hulk and Bruce Banner.
about to bust out them heels like nigga West Admin. I can run a mile right now. That's crazy. You guys are sick,
bro. Busting out the heels to run, bro, is fucking nuts. Cause she got them. She got them thick clog ones. Like it ain't no. She ain't.
Oh, not the don't not the clogs, bro.
She not wearing this. She not wearing the six skinny jumps. The ones that you pull off and you can put a hole in somebody's head.
Yeah. Kayla can't pull off the 6-inch stilettos.
What?
Bro, Kaylin in 6-inch stilettos makes what? How tall is like 6'8"?
For how long? Is this to sit down while you talking to people?
But wait, that's when Bruce comes out as like, all right, this is some bullshit. That's like y'all said
this is some bullshit.
Y'all said we was going to brunch. Goddamn it, this is a whole day event. My feet hurt, nigga. What is going on? Kim, tell Ye to bring me some of them 380s. My feet hurt.
Hey, real life. Real life. Y'all didn't tell me life was gonna be like this.
Hey, look here. Oh, that is hilarious.
Hey, that might be a thing to like put things on hold though. Like before you make the full journey, you might want to put some 6 inches on and see if you really about this.
That'd be the ultimate barometer. Like, hey,
yeah, like before, like right before you get to the table, let me see you walk a line in these things.
Oh man. Let's do that. We normally the fan questions are usually later in the show. Let's start with those at the top. Let's get it. Let's see how that feels, and then everybody listening, y'all let us know if y'all like that dynamic or if it makes more sense towards the end, the latter end of the show or in the middle. Lex has the first one you have. Lex is a really great one. I feel like you guys will offer some really dope perspectives to this. Fan question for this week. One of them, we have several, but one of them is, why do men feel as soon as they make less than their partner, they begin to feel like less of a man or less of a partner in their relationship? What can either of you speak? Either you go first.
Yeah, was this asked by a male or a female? Like this is asked by a woman, right?
That's a really good question. Oh, really? That's asked by a woman, Lex?
Yeah, that was asked by a woman.
Yeah, I'm looking at the context of like how it's worded. So it seems like it's a woman asking because this is something that she's probably come across, right?
Yeah, she's like, because she was asking me like, it can't just be ego, can it? Like it, and she was like, it can't just be ego, like, because she has homegirls who are all quite successful and they all go through that. And so she was just trying to figure out if we think there might be something deeper than it just being an ego thing.
And the reason why I asked that question is because what set me off initially in the wording of it is that if it was a man, then you would already know the answer. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why, because it seems like it's something that you're trying to figure out and you're trying to get a good grasp on. Yeah, trying to crack the code, and it makes a lot of sense. Like I get why the question is, because like we've talked about before on this pod, men and women don't have enough conversations with each other. You know what I mean? So you and like real conversations. You know, there's less likely men and women just being friends as opposed to there being some type of sexual connection to things. So you don't really get to have real questions like this.
to that point, G. 'Cause I want you to keep going, but that's that you said that hella episodes ago, and I just been every time I'm out and niggas make a blanket statement, whether that be a group of women or a group of men, I'm like, bro, who are y'all talking to? Like, because if 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 that's where you landing, you're not having conversations with the people that you're landing on these blanket statements about. Because if you go tap in for real, you can. This is an easy. This is not. I won't say easy. Forgive me. This is a very 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 accessible, solvable diagnostic to go like, oh damn, all right, bet, and then to put it in motion. I just wanted to highlight the fact that you've been on that wave of like people not tapping in for real, and really adopting these thought process. And it's the oh man, these hoes out here wild, and it's like, oh bro, you be around your niggas all the time. All right, cool.
Man.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead,
Yeah.
G, my bad.
Yeah, no, you're spot on, because like you can, like, if you're just talking to your peer group that is of the same sex, then you'll be led to believe that what you actually think is true about the opposite sex. You know, like if y'all just keep bouncing the same exact ideas off each other, it's no different than having a yes man. Like they're just gonna keep stroking your ego on what your position is as opposed to what the opposite sex's position is, and y'all ain't never gonna get to that answer. You know, never gonna crack that code. You know, but for this particular question, super simple answer. Men are financially driven. That's the answer. So it's not it's ego is a large part of it. Men have very large egos, but it stems from finances. What men bring to the table is, from the beginning, it was going out to hunt or protect the family, stuff like that was like important. And then it was like carpentry, building things, um, and then it went over into finances, trading, bartering, a bunch of different things, right? And that's the reason why you have the whole patriarchy thing, is because without it, we're for men. If men were to not do a deep dive, what would their position in life be if women actually were equal? And for the women that asked this question, my question back would be: you say that you're in a good position financially, and your friends are in a good
and your partners, yeah, and your partners,
and y'all all have the same outlook on men that are struggling with the fact that that's what you are. But my question back would be: how do you treat men that make less than you? And how do your friends treat men that make less than you, less than y'all as a group? You know, like, is it something where, are you just looking for, like, you'll be willing to bypass the finance part if they are ambitious or driven and they're working towards something? Like, would you be willing to take them in that in between stage? Or are you looking for a man that's already at the peaks that you're looking for? Because now I would end up jumping into some Kevin Samuels things, where men that are already at that level are not going to be looking for women that are as accomplished as what you seem to be, from the way that you gave the context to Lex on this question. So you would have to adjust the way that you are looking, or what your check off list is, for the partners or the men that you're looking into, because they're financially driven and not yet. Go ahead.
The one thing I was gonna say, where I guess I should have wrote it in the question, is she was talking about after they're in the relationship. So they're in the relationship, and at first he was making more, but now over time she ended up getting raises and making more,
Got it.
and then he, like, that like he changed because she was saying like when he was making more,
We're good.
yeah, we were good, but when I started making more, it was like he, as like she seen him deteriorate. Like she was like, I didn't understand because he was still as great as he was before. Like we're both in a good place. So why like she just didn't understand if it was just if it was only ego or how she could have done something, what she could have done, or if she should have not taken the raise because now he's not
Oh,
Fuck no,
like
take that right.
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, we that gets us into a whole other like, and I'm glad you did preface it because I was right along with L. I had a whole, it goes hand in hand. Like it doesn't
Not too far off, yeah.
significantly change. Yeah, it doesn't significantly
Yeah.
change the outlook.
Y'all watch y'all. Hey, Issa did this shit already. Y'all
Yep,
watched
yep.
Insecure,
Hmm.
and y'all saw how Lawrence is deteriorating on that damn couch.
That's true.
And how little. Oh man, G, thank you. Um, and how little that had to do with Issa in hindsight, and how Lawrence, with perspective and space, is like, God damn, I see. And when they actually had a conversation, and Issa was like, she wasn't code switching, she wasn't filtering and keeping it a being. Like, my nigga, you literally, I was coming home and you didn't want me. And Lawrence is like, I'm trying to to get my life on track. Like they're living in the same space, they're sharing a space, and they're telling themselves two completely different stories. Like that is how powerful the mind and the ego is. You could be sharing a one bedroom apartment and be living in two separate existences. So with just that notion alone, fam, don't take your niggas ego and insecurity taking a hit because you leveling up. You can't take that personal. Like you can't even begin to entertain that shit. Unfortunately, like you gotta, okay, let me tell myself another story. Let me look at this from another angle. Let's really figure out what's going on here. And at the root of it is just fear, right? Like, to L's point, is like finance driven. Why? Because we literally are conditioned to think like, yo, I got to be up to keep her. Like, it's one thing for the women that are like, oh, because and women are so dope, especially black women. Black women are hella forgivable, or forgive a lot of shit, or deal with a lot of shit. And just the beginning, be like, yo, he got a bright future. I see where he's going. I wanna invest time into that. I want to invest like my like equity, like however I can support, be behind. Like women, black women especially, are so down to do that. And I really, maybe I'm bugging, and maybe I'm just in random ass spaces, but I see more of that than I see women that are like, oh, fuck that nigga, he broke. I don't encounter those women often, to be honest with you. Um, so I'm
Yeah,
genuine.
I'm sorry, Mike. I just wanted to put one little part into that because
Yeah.
that's part of the beef right now with black women. Is that it's not that they are uh so much better at taking on that type of responsibility. Is that the choices that are available are slim to none.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's more so that it's more so that's the option that they have or
Mm.
else. You know what I mean? And just looking at it from the woman's angle, that's just kind of like what they're dealing with. So I just wanted to kind of insert that part just because like I just wanted to let you know like before it got onto the air that that was gonna come at you personally, like for like the for just from black women. You know what I mean on that
Oh no
part.
no. I imagine so. And then even with that, like please, like school me and educate me on that, because I don't know. It's just how the narrative kind of hijacks the greater conversation.
For sure, for sure.
Black people are, as a whole, are a lot more fluid than we give ourselves credit for. Fuck what we're giving credit for. We don't give ourselves enough credit for being fluid. Black men and black women, we do it for literally everything else and everyone else except for each other. And it's kind of strange that we can't acknowledge it when we're doing it for one another. Oh, and by the way, when we do it for one another, we end up in places like this where it's like, my nigga, I'm leveling up. What the fuck is going on with you? Like, why are you getting weird at my ascension? When you were ascending, I was able to be right there, be there, and not be a weirdo about you leveling up, you know.
And that's the beef right there. So that's the part. So I'm glad you said that part, and that's the part that we had to get to. Is that part is the beef that black women have? You know, is that we were there for while you were leveling, and because we are now climbing and we've now surpassed, you're not there for that part. You know what I mean? So that's the part, that's the beef, is that it's not reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that's the issue. And I get that part of the question.
And that's the other part of it that is totally systemic, but systemic in a way that's reinforced by us. Right? So is that a world tour or your girl tour? Nigga, does it matter, nigga? We out. Like if Meek had a bunch of real niggas around him, we would have been Lex. In my line, we would have been in the studio like, my nigga, say this. Do it matter, my nigga? We lit and my bitch lit. So what's up? Like seriously, that would have ended it, because you're lit. And Meek fell for it. He didn't realize that it didn't have shit to do with him. He just had the baddest bitch in the game that niggas wanted, and he allowed niggas to pick apart his insecurities to completely implode his situation. Together they're so powerful, but oh man, who she may have done what with? Why does any of Nicki past matter, my nigga?
Right.
Yeah. Outside of your insecurities being preyed upon by niggas who want what you have. And we only do that mental warfare shit to each other. And I feel like part of it is church culture. Who the Johnsons and them just got a big ass house, but Mr. Johnson whooping Mrs. Johnson ass in that big ass house every night. He whooping her ass. But they got a big ass house though. Hey, that house big good motherfucker. And so you sitting over there in your little one bedroom, incense burning, your plants is healthy, nigga, you cooking, you got everything you need. You watching that, you go, man, they got a big ass house. And she getting her ass whooped every night. But when she pull up on you, she done. She got her shades on. You like, girl, them shades fly. She's like, I know. She hiding that big ass knot on her forehead, nigga. So that's what we're all doing in relationships. Andre 3000. What the shit on Take Care. He's like, the niggas that's outside want a wife, and the niggas who got a wife want to be outside, and not everybody fucked
up. Real her or something like that.
Yeah. Now we're all fucked up because the grass is greener for both sides, and nobody's having a real conversation about the nuance.
That's leaving you in the Boise state, boy.
Leaving you in the Boise. That nigga was boring.
Stop it.
Well, we need to break that verse down one day. We need to break a lot of 3 Stacks verses down. But the real her verse is speaking to this woman's question so thorough, because it's like, me and my partners experienced it. And the ultimate truth of it is like, bro, it ain't personal. This is what's happening to us as a whole, is we not keeping it a being about our circumstances, like through and through. And everybody's insecurities gets exposed, because everybody's presenting a character when they pull up to the relationship in the beginning. Like, ooh, I get a fresh start to be the person to be this character, and I can live up to it until the fatigue sets in and all your true character traits start showing. Like, oh, bro, you ain't done no work for real. You right, you actually worse off than when you went into that last relationship because you didn't apply none of the data in the failure to get better. Going, all right, bro, I was fucking up in this. I was doing this won't do what you want. Let me address all that. So moving into this next situation, it is a true fresh start because I'm not on that same bullshit, and it don't materialize and it don't manifest. And so it really it's go ahead, G, my bad.
No, I'm saying it's peacocking. That's all I want to put into it. That's it. Yeah. It's just like when you put all these beautiful feathers up first and foremost, and I just gotta get your attention. You know, make all this fucking noise, got all your attention, or whatever. And then after that, bro, that was my move.
Yeah. Yep.
that was the move I put on the table, man. What else you got? What else you got? You know, like once I got to you try to get into the third, fourth layer of me, bro. I don't go that far. I had this initial feathers for your ass.
I got a question for y'all, and with this question is competition, should competition be welcome in any form in relationships?
Like including with your partner?
Especially with your partner.
Got it.
Especially like and when I say competition, I mean, yo, we got Apple Watches, and this nigga it worked on me, Lex. This nigga Lex, like, yeah, nigga, I'm got he sent the picture of the garage. Him and Kendra transformed the garage into a gym. Yeah, man, I just got it in. This nigga L meal prep, and I'm like, all right, nigga, did you run today? Like that's competing with you guys. That shit worked. Morgan, he's like, oh, bro, I'm listening, or I'll call him like, bro, I'm on my run right now. I'm gonna tap in later. Nigga, I'm sitting there eating a motherfucking bagel. Oh, I feel crazy. Nigga Kev leave the studio on his way to the gym. I feel like a fucking nut. Why it's gotta be healthy on some level. And it's like, why can't we have that with our partner? Damn, babe just got her promotion. She killing shit. Oh, she just got her patent. She just got her LLC. What else might she need? And then, damn, what can I steal from her to go apply to my shit to level up? Like I don't know. It's like, for whatever reason, hit me.
I got you. It's because, and it's the cardinal mistake about relationships. You get into a relationship and you get comfortable and you start thinking that the work is done. Like I got my partner and
I don't have no more work.
He did this part, there is no more work. When in essence, and that, like, especially if you got your partner and like you was up at the time and not realizing that if you got the right one, she's elevating as well. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, it's very unfortunate if it's not something that has to do with you, because that's already about to trigger what's going to happen eventually, where y'all going to have to go separate ways because she's going to outgrow you, separate from anything that has to do with you. You know what I'm saying? It should be something where, like you're saying, there is a level of competition, but it's friendly competition between people that love each other, because I want to see you be the best version of yourself. That doesn't take away from the fact that I want to be the best version of myself. That's the most consistent thing that I have, is that I want to always be the best version of myself. When I'm doing that, it just protrudes off of me that the people that I'm in contact, I want them to be the best version of themselves. So in a partnership, I just don't understand if somebody is leveling, why or where it is in your mind that you stop, besides the fact that you were at a level and you thought you were good and you could just autopilot on, while this person has been doing the work. You know, you're in a plane on autopilot and this motherfucker been on feet, hand and foot. and your shit, you done went past your destination, don't even know where the fuck you is right now. You in the abyss somewhere about to run out of gas, and they still just crawl into the destination. And when they eventually get there, they are so fucking strong that they realize, you know what, this is kind of the way I'm just gonna travel. You
Right.
know, like
Right.
I'm just gonna travel. I'm traveling this way because along the way I got to see so much scenery. I got so much understanding of self. You know, there's so many things that transpire in that journey. While you had the fast track to something and went past your mark, and now you just out there lost.
We shout out to Court, Nana, Mashama. We got to sit and piece up with them, and as they venture into new endeavors. Um,
Yes.
uh, but right now in 510 in our whole class, we're finishing up Ego is in it. And L, you said something so profound in terms of complacency, and it's something that's been consistent in my raps since LMA damn near. My biggest my biggest, not even fear, my biggest opponent is complacency. Like as long as I'm working for whatever reason, I've been this way my whole life. As long as I'm dialed into the work, bro, I'm fine. As long as I accept that there's work to be done, I'm totally fine. The second I go, ah, everything falls apart. It never fails. The second I kick my feet up, my nigga, everything around me falls apart. And it's like ego is the enemy, but complacency is the enemy, like a motherfucker too. For me, for my relationships, for my work, it the constant tweaking, the constant feedback and critique of like, yo, man, you could do this, and the constant work it took to break through being like, because even in fuck, you know what people do is like, oh, your delivery could have been better. Fuck the delivery. Feedback is feedback, bro. If somebody roasting you, there's feedback in there. There's data in there. Somebody's making fun. That's why the companies who get roasted and become memes and all this shit, they're actually performing really well because it's a feedback circle. It's data.
Mhm.
And the real successful folks are able to take a misstep, uh, a viral misquote, anything. They're able to flip anything into profit. And it in theory, it should be applicable to relationships. We just so fucking sensitive and so too close to it to allow our partners who know us better than anybody to be like, my nigga, you doing this, and not attaching hella trauma to just the feedback of how to show up and love that.
But
Um,
but that is deciding to go into partnership before you are ready to be a partner.
yep,
You know what I'm
that's it.
saying? Like
That's it. That's
that's
it.
jumping the gun on now dealing with a whole nother individual, but you ain't dealt with yourself because you should be secure enough for your partner to be able to level up that way and be so happy for that individual. And then also see that and be like, it ain't nothing but me getting up there as well. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like that should only be motivation. Like, oh shit, I need to tweak some things myself because they doing this, that, and the other, and it's only right that my turn is coming for something, you know what I mean, like something to happen, whatever, where it could be a congratulatory thing for me until it's their turn to do it too. You know, we just
yeah,
do this for the rest of life, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's just,
And if you need that, you weirdo, like what the fuck? Like
that part too,
because
that
somebody
part too.
because some because your lady is getting bigged up and is like climbing up the ladder, you need that, like that you that no. L L was running the fucking parking structures during the pandemic. Yeah, nigga, he in shape. And now you want a round of applause, money, because you ran a lap around your building one day, nigga. That's weird. It's really weird. And the validation, the instant validating thing is fucking up our ability to really communicate, because it's like people are attaching the social space to reality, and it's like, fam,
Yeah.
shit don't work like Instagram, bro, where you do something and these empty applause show up to make you feel better, and it isn't conducive to you doing it again. It's a drug. You do it when you need to, and hopefully we can become addicted to killing off the ego, and not bringing our trauma into these relationships. And so sorry to the person that answered the question, like niggas went off on a tangent, but it all is rooted back to that. Yeah, it all is rooted back to some trauma. Go ahead, G.
No, you good. No, go ahead. Finish that. Finish that. I just want this. My comment is after this. Yeah.
Yeah. It all is rooted back to some trauma that the individual is dealing with, and eventually, after a meltdown or a real honest conversations, well, my mama left my daddy after she leveled up, so I'm afraid you're gonna do that to me. And it's like, fam, that don't got nothing to do with us. But because that is a trauma and a trigger for you, guess what I can do as someone that loves you? I can honor with you. I can honor that and sit in that with you and work through that, and kind of and provide the language and the effort and the energy that combats all that silly ass shit that you did, that story that you're telling yourself based off of what your parents went through or people in your lives went through. Stop attaching past traumas or other people's traumas to our shit and fucking up the healthiest spaces we've been in. I was notorious for that.
Man.
Sabotaging amazing spaces out of fear of getting hurt or abandoned first, because I got abandonment issues. You might want to go address that, my nigga, before you get into something else and subject somebody to your unstable ass because you scared to get your feelings hurt. Yeah, don't stop doing that. That was a real lesson for me. So I pray that whole sort of answer didn't sound like motherfucking like soapbox shit. That was like
not at all.
So
not at all.
Solely
We're just
the work that I've been
the man's perspective, because that's everything in this. Because like we said, those conversations have to be had between the two, and I would love to do it where we have them present, like have a woman present, and we can have these conversations so we can get both sides at the exact same time. But in the meantime,
ultimate feedback circle.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you can hear it mess right now.
Yeah, and on top of that, I feel like that whole conversation is going to help her a lot. That's the reason why she asked us.
That's dope. And then I just want to bring up before we get to the next topic. But shout out to JG, because that's like my other half on the spiritual journey that we're on or whatever, right? So like we do this thing where we just send back and forth like different things that we're reading or we have on the slate to read and stuff like that, and then different stuff that has to do with spirituality or whatever. So this week I've just been on this on the Deepak chapter on the 7 spiritual laws of success, and so I dove into that, and that's kind of where I am now, is just trying to gain as much presence as possible, just like in the moment, no past shit, no future shit, just in the moment stuff, right? But I just wanted to say that during my journey right now, in the first week, really tapping in and diving in and being completely present, my screen time is down 50%, my man.
Hey, shit, hey.
You just got the alert?
I just got the alert, man. I started out, I was like, my bad.
Hey, so it's been happening. I think maybe I told Lex. Mine has been slowly decreasing each week, and I just got the alert too. It's like, yo, you down 30%. I'm like, yo, that's amazing, dude. Yeah. Oh man, that the wins for sure.
Man, it's like, bro, you was on your phone 3 hours this week. I'm like that. That still sounds like a lot to me, but hey.
On another quick note, I damn near died working out this week.
How's that hell week, Lex?
I was like, oh my God, I was shaking and everything.
Oh yeah, big sweat.
Get the toxins out, bro. I'm happy for you, and I truly meant that shit. Like, you sent the picture, and then you sent it to me on just our thread, and then it felt like it was nah, nigga, you didn't hear me, so I'm putting it in the meet the brave thread because L is gonna big me. L is gonna big me up because he probably just leaving his workout too, and I was like, oh, these niggas got me fucked up for real. So I
Good
trust
shit,
me when
Lex,
I tell
man.
you
Get that shit
I
in, man.
appreciate you.
Oh man.
Fighting
Get
shape,
that summer
bro.
body, Lex. You know what I mean? Get out there.
You feel me?
Go shirtless, my man.
I was about to say, don't let me get the summer body. I'm gonna be like L coming in with the shorts and no shirt. Just what's up?
Don't need
What's up?
don't need no shirt.
Well,
I just
okay.
Woke up outside this morning. What you talking?
So
It was a warm night.
Is there ever a place where you let yourself get out of shape just so you can monetize getting back in the shape? Is there ever a time you would do that?
Hey, if it drives content, hey, content king.
Is Will Smith not the fucking GOAT or what?
Bro, he's fucking amazing. He's fucking amazing because he's so likable while he does it. Like it's almost eerie how likable he could be.
But how have people not figured out that they're the mark? You're the mark, and the louder you are, the more you engage, the more you share, the more you wanna have a hot take. Will and his team are going, ha, we got him again. They're 20 steps. They're 20 steps ahead of everyone, and it works. So Will post the pictures with the plan of getting back in shape already. Going, oh, we have enough research to know how these folks work. We see what they did with the entanglement. We see what they did with this. Everybody wants to have something to say, especially the fat motherfuckers that's out of shape.
Will's also doing a role being Serena and Venus's dad. So part of the body that he has on, yes, it was a pandemic, but also he was doing a role. So it didn't present for him to have to put on, like, why would I put on a fat suit or a out of shape suit when it's a pandemic? Let me just do the actual.
Let myself go.
Yeah.
Let myself go.
Let me have a late night cupcake or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Hey, them wings ready yet?
Hey, no lie. Looking at their estate, bro, like that's the closest thing to heaven if you were on it, bro. Like why would you not just, like, you might let yourself go a little bit. Exactly. If you could get yourself back, like if you can have a team to get yourself back in shape, shit. If that's the pandemic life, that's the pandemic life.
Nigga, that's your job.
Bro,
the authenticity of you building this character, Matthew McConaughey getting ready for what's it, the Dallas Buyers Club? Is that what that movie's called?
Yeah, Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah.
Yeah. He
had AIDS or something?
AIDS, yeah. And he ran to and from set every day and ate an apple a day. Ran to and from set every day to get in shape for that character. He's like, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that way. He's like, I'm still kind of recovering from that. Dallas Buyers Club was at least 2010 that movie came out, if not longer. And wow. he's still recovering from that. Oh, nigga. So don't tell me that the actors and actresses and the creators and the sickos for real, like, oh, athletes, y'all get paid this much, quit whining, bro. You know LeBron, how much of LeBron's how much of LeBron's life has been spent in the gym. Bro, nigga, Steph Curry shoots like that because it's a sudden. If they don't have a game today, he's probably somewhere shooting a basketball. Dame, we talking about Dame the other day. It's like the idea that a Dame Lillard could almost fall through the cracks is probably some of the saddest shit when you just step away from it. That kid's a killer, bro. Like, he's a killer.
Big time.
And if one or two things go a different direction, he potentially slips through the cracks, and we never know a sick work ethic like that. He just refused to leave the gym. And it was like, all right, if they're gonna overlook me, I'm still just gonna outwork everybody. And you talk about the 1% as far as like finances go. Let's talk about the 1% as far as being sickos. David
Hmm.
Goggins. This nigga David Goggins been doing all this work, all that work with a hole in his heart. Nigga go get the hole repaired. It was like, oh, I'm on y'all ass for real, nigga. My heart fixed. And I was killing y'all. Now my heart fixed. What the fuck is up? I'm like, yo. But how many people, how few of folks are sickos that even tap into that? And then Will's a whole nother degree of sicko because he gonna monetize all the sheep in the process. And you don't even know you a sheep and you getting whooped. And oh, y'all say, man, please run that up. Cause that's why YouTube cut me that deal. Cause y'all engaging the way y'all engaging. The nigga
bro,
got a stupid deal from YouTube
bro.
for
Will just
for basic content, G.
basic content, but for Will to like Will breaking down the whole military background thing lets you know that he's a killer for real.
Yeah.
Like the amount of focus within that individual, you don't get to that level without having that level of focus. But it can be overseen. Like you can look past it because of how his personality is perceived. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like he comes across as somebody that is like fun and easygoing and all that stuff like that. But you forget that Brad had 8 number 1 movies in a row that grossed
In a row.
something crazy, and
Yeah.
it started moving into original content. Like he started doing original content early. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, oh, this is a remake of such and such. No, this is the first time this script was ever thought of, and I had to perform it, and that shit outgrossed everything in the box
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
What they say he brought sci-fi back with Independence Day?
Hmm.
Facts. Single handedly.
Fucking iRobot, this
Single
man was on the
handedly.
screen by himself in I Am Legend. Don't get it twisted,
Oh yeah. Sam.
bro. That scene with that dog, bro, hey, you
Yeah.
gotta suck that tear up.
Lex, why you Lex, why you say it like that? Oh man. Um, Original content curators, people that just shift conversation that Dave Chappelle and Rogan set down for what was the running time of that pod?
306.
And it felt and it by the time it
6 or
was
316.
done, by the time it was done, G, I almost pressed play again because I got lost. Time stopped for real.
Uh-huh.
It
And
was it was so much. It was so much in that combo.
Lex, you pointed out some really good points. The difference between fame and being a celebrity. They stumbled on that conversation. What was your takeaways?
The way the way Dave broke that down, because like I was like Joe Rogan because when he said that, like when and Joe Rogan was like, nah, they're the same thing. He was like, nah, they're kind of different. He was like
Yeah,
he was like being the celebrity is, it's all the flashing lights and red carpet. But he said fame is that they can't take that fame from you. You did that thing. And that's the
hmm,
thing that made you famous. And he was like, how you move with your fame can turn you into a celebrity, but you can still just be a normal person but have the fame. I was like, wow,
yeah,
that shit's deep.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. What how did y'all feel when he was talking about his podcast?
For me, I was excited because he already has like these conversations on stage, like by himself, but with the audience. But now getting to
Yeah,
hear him have these conversations with Most Def or Todd Leave or whoever he has on there, it's exciting for me because there's going to be so many gems within their conversations if you
Yeah,
listen.
they know each other for a while. They're really good friends. But
Yeah.
I think of it as I think there's music involved in it, right? So I think that
mm,
it's very similar to the feeling that you have. probably not as potent just because of it was live, but Block Party.
Mm.
Exactly.
Black Party is very underrated, but he was doing that in Black Party. Like it was like if
Yep.
you were to open up a podcast, like open it as opposed to just being in a room and chopping it up. That's what he was doing. Like he was chopping it up with people in that area, and they did this big ass Block Party, and he was dropping gems all throughout that. And his thing has always been how much appreciation he has for musicians, you
Mm.
know. So like that's always been a thing for him. Like it's kind of what, you know, it's right up his alley, you know what I mean. So I think it takes the joy of the two things that he loves the most, which I think right now is being a voice, and the second one is music. So I think that's, you know, a perfect storm.
No, again, I encourage anyone um, that's just looking to hear two individuals who have cracked, who have been able to crack into or tap into a different gear, mentally, um, and creatively, and hear that they're like it was like watching a tennis match. I don't know, like it wasn't no dick measuring. It wasn't I'm trying to out funny this person. They're just really comfortable in their skin, and just so happen to be two of the more successful um creatives that exists ever, and is how we remember it. But even in present day, the things that both Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan have accomplished. So it's a very rich conversation with a lot of game in it, and I would encourage anyone to go spend some time
Big time.
with with that episode. Uh,
It's
and
3 hours. Don't feel like it. It could be six for all I care.
for facts, and I would listen just the same, and definitely go back and listen again and listen again. And what got me thinking about Rogan G and that platform is watching people who I know don't fuck with SNL and don't listen to Joe Rogan get excited about the prospect of what would happen with crypto with Elon going on SNL last night.
Mm-hmm.
I was hella fascinated by that. I know for a fact niggas that was tweeting about shit don't fuck with SNL regularly.
Mm.
I was like, yo, this is being able to move the conversation in ways that the nerds didn't back in the day. Elon and Jeff Bezos is putting some fly with the nerd and the wealth, and it's looking
It.
crazy.
That's it.
They putting some fly with it, and it's looking crazy. I'm impressed.
That's it. And if
This
that's
is
true
what
about Elon, I don't know if he's fucking with us because Elon fucks with everybody. But if that's true about Elon, then that makes the utmost sense on why he does what he does and how he does it, and why he finds it hilarious within his own brain the way he fucks with everybody else. So if Elon really has like if Elon really has Asperger's, it makes the ultimate sense that that's why he fucks with everybody.
Mhm.
Gee, I'm so enamored. I'm so enamored by again our our affinity our affinity for popularity. It it's constantly put on the Summer Jam screen, and niggas like Elon, uh, Will, uh, Donald Trump, they finesse it to a bag. I'm sorry, I am fascinated by the strategy of it. That's all I'm saying. Like I can't really do right or wrong with you when it comes to the Trump presidency, because
Mm-hmm.
regardless, fam got a full term and almost fucked around and got a second one. So
And a
just
big
on
part of
that
that
alone,
money, you continue, but like a big part of that is what the fuck can we do about it? So go ahead.
eh, That's
Like
what that's
besides
exactly where I
being
was going.
pissed off and being pissed off is a choice. So like, what the hell can we do about it? Like you
That's
fucking joke about it,
fam,
man. Like what else you gonna do?
fam. That's all I was getting to. So if you go, Elon is on SNL, and every time Elon makes an appearance and says something, he's able to manipulate the stock market, bro.
Big swings.
Hove and Jack Dorsey and them, they announced that Square title shit, and niggas was watching everything, and the things that they thought was gonna move didn't move. But I'm watching that Live Nation stock though. Why? Hey, it was the overt shit that niggas was waiting to move and it didn't move, and it. No, you got to go look at everything else Jack and Hove is attached to that they was hoping would move in this space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's a fascinating thing. But I wanted to stay with that G because you put something where you was highlighting the fact, or was that no, that was you. That was you. Is Trump is launching a new platform?
No, he's launching a variation of his website. So like he added a part to his website where he just puts his tweets in that area, and the people that log onto his website can take that off of there and put it onto their onto their into Twitter and
You go
and all that shit like that
you go
underneath.
get these you go get these thoughts. I know I'm banned, but I'm gonna be there regardless. You're not keeping me
Bro,
out.
you know how people you gotta ban, bro. Like you gotta catch up with all these people to get my shit over here. I want to get there, no, somehow, some way.
That's awesome.
So
That's so
folks was thinking
awesome.
that he was about to launch like his own app for doing it. Nah, bro. Like I mean, maybe at some point, but as of right now,
Wait,
bro, I have followers, bro.
well,
Like I have minions.
yeah, yeah. Just cause you muted me and are silencing me, the work has been done already.
They can't
Oh,
silence
that's
us.
funny.
They
That's
can't silence
funny.
us. Don't let them silence us.
Do you see a time when social media is held accountable for its addictiveness and altering of reality?
Yes, because I think the conversation is too far on the side of bullying. I mean, I didn't, I
Ooh.
didn't, I didn't grow up in this age, so I'm not quite sure like how big bullying actually is. Like, I don't know the death tolls of bullying, so excuse me for that if I sound insensitive. I'm not, but the accountability though is more so on what it's doing to brains that should be more developed than what they are. Like I think that yes, there's a lot to say about the youth. I get it, and they're impressionable, and they don't know what from what, and they'll probably never know what from what, or they might know it all. I think that's how wide their spectrum is. They have the widest spectrum that we've had to date, with all the information. But for the people that should have more developed minds, don't, because they don't have a grasp on reality. So, case in point, we have a we have some folks that moved in, and they moved in I think in like January, and they are family, by the way.
Hmm.
It wasn't by, I think it was March of this year, or maybe even the beginning of April, that they were already beefing and couldn't be in the same spot with each other. So like we would catch them at different times, and they would have their group of people. So it was almost like a damn near a gang war between two individuals that are family members.
Hmm.
And in the process of trying to get them separated and get the whole thing situated and figure out how we're going to separate the two and get them into different spots and blah blah blah. You know where this whole thing came from?
Oh Jesus.
Some shit that was said on Facebook.
But y'all family and living in the same building though.
Bro, they cousins. They cousins that want to kill each other,
Yeah.
Wow.
and they live in the same spot. They just got the spot. It didn't take 3 months. Oh, she sneak dissing and about it, ma'am, ma'am. Where's this come from? Oh no, this was on Facebook, ma'am. Have y'all had a conversation? No, we can't talk. It's bad. If I see her, it's bad. Off of Facebook, I'm confused.
Facebook.
I'm confused.
But
But that's the
thoroughly,
shit. That's the
G.
shit. But that's the shit that it doesn't fall underneath the. It doesn't fall underneath the guidelines of like the bullying because they have buzzwords for bullying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they don't have it for actual beef between individuals that's going on and on and on because it's happening in that blind spot of it's that blind spot that's the moneymaker of these things, which is the black community. They don't know what from what, and they beefing with their people over some shit that there's eyes of everybody watching. Like everybody has an eye on this thing, so it's only escalating higher than it needs to be because y'all can't hash it out between two people that share blood.
So G, and humor me for 1 second. Lex, you too, because you probably a little bit closer to the situation as a whole. Even that, I could deal with, because those are women, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Even that, I can live with that. Imagine, imagine, imagine building something that is dependent upon a team effort,
Mm-hmm.
and it be and the success of it being rooted in the teamwork and checking your ego out the door,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody individually is been able to garner this much traction as an individual, but collectively, nigga, it was like it'd be the equivalent of Elon's train from fucking New York to Paris he trying to work on.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the equivalent of Grand National.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a tweet by a nigga that wasn't in none of them sessions from season one being able to cause a disturbance between the faction, and when it's brought to your attention, you go, y'all fucking with me, right? And like I almost lost it. Like that's when I knew I had more work to do, because I was spending so much time trying to get to the source of the tension. And when I got there, it was a tweet. I blew a gasket. Like I think something popped in my head for real. Because I'm doing inventory on the quote, because what everybody's talking about is social status.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got it doing a fraction of the work. Nigga, I do one verse on some of them songs. Sometimes it's only an 8. And now all the status a nigga could want, walking downtown and being locally lit, you got it being a part of the crew. And that still ain't enough that a tweet could have you build a whole fucking universe in your head where, oh, it must be this. No. How about it's just a tweet and fucking social media ain't reality, weirdo. Bring your ass outside. How about that?
Yeah.
But if you're not outside for real, guess what? The Office, Lex, when Jim hacked into Dwight's computer and he had the virtual reality world, and in his virtual reality, he was the assistant to the regional manager. And it's like, wait, nigga, even in your fantasy world, nigga, you're number 2. You not even the boss in your virtual world. I'm not talking to you. Leave me alone.
Man.
Leave me alone. I'm sorry. Because that's the type of shit that'll make me crazy. And it ultimately don't have shit to do with me, G. So I just got work to do. That's all. I got work to do.
Yeah, no, I get it. Hey, that's the work I'm working on, man. Like that's part of the whole presence talk, man. It's just like I'm just I just don't understand, but also let me just try to figure out a way for y'all to coexist, like not separately. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of where we are with it. It's just I can't tell you that that sounds stupid as fuck. You know what I mean? Like I can't, and also I don't know what the situation is. Like I don't know the depths of it, but
Nah, nah.
there's more. There's more to it.
I'm about to normalize making fun of weird niggas that live out their lives in virtual
Okay.
spaces,
Okay.
but
I'm with
don't
you.
ever be outside. I'm
I'm with it.
normalizing that
I'm with it.
because that's weird.
I'm with it.
You can build a whole universe in a virtual space, like
Hmm.
because Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, like it may as well be Sims.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can you can build a character, you can build
Be
a
whoever you
home,
want.
you can build a neighborhood, you can build a city. You
You
lit
talk
enough, you
about
can build
whatever
it.
you want.
Oh, you could be whoever the fuck you want, and then when you outside and niggas is like, what's the energy? Oh, this ain't the virtual world, eh?
You can build an entire base and talk specifically to that base on what their needs, and then they can tell you what it is that they like, and you can just get the constant data from what they like, and you can continuously just feed them. You ain't gonna have no views as them, just feed them.
Well, how does this conversation G correlate with the idea of people wanting to believe in something greater than themselves so bad? Like how there is an intersection for these two things, or am I bugging?
Now the thing is that people want you to believe in something greater than yourself so bad. And my question is why? Because like this is something. This is a real thing. For some reason, if you're not voicing that you believe in a higher power and you just operate as if you're a self image of a higher power,
Mm,
then it turns people off
mm,
because it's like, no, I want you to say it. It's almost as if they're asking me to call them daddy. You know what I mean? Like it kind of feels like that. No, I want you to say his name in front
mm,
of me, or you are like, a satanic, or you are like you don't believe in anything, or
mm,
like it turns people off, you know what I'm saying? And that was that weirdo energy to me, because I'm like, why is it so pressing for me to announce
mm,
that there's something higher than me? Shouldn't you just announce
mm.
that it's something higher than you? You know what I mean? Like, isn't that the
No, no,
better
no.
course of action?
That's not the. Mm-mm. Nope,
That's not the
nope.
better course of action. Like if that's something that you believe in, then you talk about it all day. Like that's not how we move on this side. I have
No,
I have an
no, but
understanding. I have an understanding with what I believe
that is still giving the space and the grace to assume that the motherfuckers that want you to believe in something higher than yourself actually believe in the shit that they're spewing.
in.
I, hey, bro, black folks' culturescape is so fucked up, especially when we talk about religion and how that shit ain't been serving us. And so
Mm.
the niggas pushing the line as believers really don't believe that shit. So the submission they need from you is only to put the battery in their back to keep pushing along the shit that they don't really believe in.
Hmm.
Fuck you need what could you possibly need me for?
What can you gain from
I'm
that?
gonna I'm going. You talking about the nigga who's gonna put a TD Jakes quote at the beginning of a song and probably say "bitch" 3 or 4 times throughout my song, and think that's totally okay,
Yeah.
and reference and reference the Bible too in one of them verses,
Yeah.
and be like, "What? I don't see the problem here." My poor my poor mom, bro. Her favorite her her favorite song is or one of her favorite songs of mine was "Hearts of Men."
Hmm.
And so when it came out, she would post it, and I'm like, "Hey, mom, you do hear what I'm saying in the second
Yeah.
verse, huh? Or at the end of the first verse?" And she like, "Yeah, but I it can't. It's like I feel you, Monty, but it can't completely undermine the message. It's a manly ass bar, but it can't undermine the whole message." And I'm like, you know what, lady, I fuck with you because that's the
Yeah.
whole point.
Yeah.
That's the whole
For
point.
sure.
But
That
I'm
is
like,
the point.
that was the one time I felt bad because she posted that shit and all her church partners was like, whoa. Can you put the link to the edited version? It's like, this is the pretty crazy. And I was like, yeah, that is mainly, but it highlighted exactly what you're talking about. If you so rooted in your beliefs, you can show up to any space, and you can encounter atheists, pimps, hoes, hustlers, murderers. You're supposed to be able to go tap in with anybody if you rooted in your shit. And what we're finding, what the funny part about Western religion, it's revealing the fragile foundation. And as soon as you start poking and prodding and offering some challenge as to, hey, why are we still predominantly Christian Black folks?
That part.
Nobody got no answers for real. Or if they do have answers, it's rooted in emotion and ego. And you go, well, I can't really talk to you emotional right now, and I'm just asking a question I feel is valid. When we start looking at where it stems from and what the play has been for a few hundred years now, like this ain't just people talking to be tongue in cheek and to be shock jocks, my nigga. The wars have been had in the name of Christianity.
Man,
black folks have been lynched routinely in the name of Christianity.
Talk about it.
So can we or no? No? All right, bet. No.
Yeah, I mean, can we have the access? Like, do you want the real answer? You know, like, are you prepared for the truth?
G, and I'm not even proposing to have the real answer or know the truth. I'm asking a question so that I can get a better
individual. I'm talking about the individual. Like if you're asking me, if you're pressing me on believing in something higher than myself, would you like the actual answer? You know what I'm saying? Or is it specific that you have it in your mind what that answer should be? You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I don't choose to talk about that part of things. You know what I mean? Like, why would I dive into all of the teachings that I operate under? Man. You know, it isn't one necessarily, you know? Yeah. So like that might turn people off because it should be more pointed and directed. It would sound like I'm probably on like a journey wandering when in truth be told, I am actually more settled in than I've ever been. And more settled in than folks that think that they have it. You know what I mean? Like it's a detachment, you know, like I am detached from the shit that folks have taught, you know, like the normal teachings I am detached from. I have gone in and I've researched and I've read and I've listened and I've done all this work that has to do with my specific journey. It ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. It's mine.
Hey Lex, I text L and Poe. I had the maniest 24 hours. Or no, 48 hours. So we do Monday, man, shout out my dog Lex. Like, bro, I tell you all the time and we talk, but I would like for the people who tap into the show to know how much you show up for me just outside of the show. I have the honor and the privilege of executive producing Kevin Allen's album. And if, you know, like working on humble and playing small, like working and trying to maneuver through all that, this is not one of them times for me where I'm gonna ever have to do the fake, oh, you got it, man. No, nigga, my chest poked out on this one.
It should be.
It's not for the execution, it's for Kev's like trust in me and like giving me the keys and being like, hey bro, what do you think I should do? And every moment I kind of got to step back and go, is this really fucking happening? And so Monday evening, G, was one of those days. We had 15 pieces in the studio and the whole time leading up to it, I'm going, no, we're tracking this live. Only to get to the studio and the house engineer tell me, why don't y'all just do it in sections? It's stupid to do it live. Fam, I didn't ask you all that. Set this shit up so I can do all 15 pieces at once. We'll figure the rest of it. Well, if your camera is here, your camera no, my niggas, my camera ops, they got it, fam. Just set the shit up. What are we talking about? So we get it rocking. We get all that happens, and from take 1 to take 8, we could have went home after take 1. Basically, we did all that for the first take to be money, because from the horn section to the choir to the rhythm section, it was the most professional thing you could have ever seen. So niggas showed up, camera crew showed up, photographer showed up, musicians showed up, push showed up. Everybody showed up ready to work, and we could have gone home after the first take and then been like, well, that was cool, but fuck it, we here. Let's do another take. Let's have dinner. Let's get to take 8. All right, we get to take 8 on cloud fucking a million. I got to get to LA for these meetings. I haven't booked the flight. I haven't done none of that shit. I'm still riding the high of Monday session. So wake up Tuesday morning and start to do inventory on whatever overhead and like start to move around the money and like figure out how to do everything. And I'm talking to Freak, and I literally Freak is with me step by step as I'm trying to decide whether to go to LA, because he has to come. These meetings are for him too. Somewhere along the way, I get fatigued and become unable to both troubleshoot and communicate in real time. And that's one of the things that I'm really, really working on, to like have my ability to communicate real time, catch up to how much work is being done in real time. It's just a really hard thing to grasp right now, because there's always so much of it in the context. I hate text messages, bro. I hate it. Like, please just, can we get on the phone? But fuck it. That's what the reality is. So I need to adapt to be able to do it. Lose communication with Freak on my own doing, and the decision has to be made immediately to go right to the airport, not even think about it, and take my ass to LA. Go to LA. I'm there for like 22 hours, give or take. Double back, and I text you in Poe the second I land at SFO and go, I actually seen the Matrix. Like the Lex, I actually seen the invisible screen shield that just appears out of nowhere no matter where you are, and you either step through that motherfucker or you turn them back and go the other way. I actually seen that shit. And I don't know if it only resides in Burbank, California, but I seen that shit in Burbank at fucking, it was probably 1:30 on a Wednesday afternoon. And we went, our brunch meeting was at the place we went to the last time we was in LA, when all the bottomless mimosa. So Dave took that maniac picture of all the bottles. We went right back there. And so I went back there on a Tuesday, and then walked out of that motherfucker, and I seen the screen, and I was like, oh, this is mania. And immediately was like, oh, I see why motherfuckers choose the hamster wheel. I get it. Because it's just easy. It's just easy. It is easier to choose the hamster wheel and go, fuck all of this, fam. Because me subscribing to the idea that this exists means that my spirit may potentially never be at rest. Knowing what the fuck I know is out there and what I gotta combat, and the amount of work that lies ahead of me. Monty, are you down?
Would you take the red pill or the blue pill?
Bruh, and I had to ask myself that question, G. I was like, ooh, nigga. That's why I hit y'all instantly, like, nigga, I just seen it. I seen it. Nigga, I got first thing we did when I got back, I told Teen, I was like, yo, we gotta pull up on Freak. Like immediately pull up on Freak, gotta download everything that transpired and keep my nigga in limbo, because everything we've been working on up until this point, god damn it if we wasn't right. and not right in a sense like we ain't get nothing wrong. Like we were just right for not quitting on the process, on the vision, on each other. Nigga, we had it right the whole fucking time. And it's not about to be a cash in situation, but it's going to be one of those situations where we could leverage it to the next set of goals. Right. It's not it like don't nobody get it fucked up. It ain't no bag on the way, but it's a new set of goals. It's a new set of goals. It's a new set of work that's on the way, and that shit is way more valuable than a potential minuscule bag appearing right now, because we're not at that. We would, even if we could cash in right now, nigga, be the dumbest shit to do.
It's a resume boost.
That's it. Hey, you take this. It means the work is starting all over. You cool with that? And gee, I had to make a decision. Like, okay. I mean, more work. All right, bro. Let's keep working. But I get why niggas go, nah, fuck all that. I did more than enough to get right here. Let me go ahead and jump off right now and just get on the ham and just exist. It's okay. But once you see that shit, bro, you can't unsee it. Nigga, I had to hit y'all instantly, but that shit really fucked me up. And I wasn't discouraged by it. I wasn't offended by it. It wasn't none of that. I was ultimately grateful for being able to see it. I don't imagine things being the same from here on out. Like, things were already shifting dramatically, but I don't envision a space where I can even entertain old ideologies and ways of thinking that wasn't serving shit.
Bro, from that interview, that's what I was outlining when I said I was on that hospital bed, and I saw like I was looking out the curtain and how everything was falling. Like I fancied it to the Matrix, because I felt like it was a bunch of numbers or whatever, but it was also droppings of. It felt like it was just like puzzle pieces that were finding ways to. It's kind of like a Rubik's cube or whatever, like but in millions of pieces or whatever, trying to formulate different images, and it's outlining like a Reaper and outlining like different imagery or whatever, and like everything is just operating on its own frequency, separate from individuals that are in the room. So I can't make out the actual images of the individuals in the room, or even any essence of self. All I knew was that there's so much going on at the exact same time that has nothing to do with this immediate moment. It put once that scene, it's hey, y'all got me. Like,
y'all got it.
Yeah, like if that's the truth, like if I was able to see the truth, then there's no way to unsee it.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, that's wild. How do you deal with this truth? Then I said, Mr. Can't unsee it. How you unsee this? White women in general want you to smile more. How you maneuver through that?
Bro, when I say it was the most irritated I have been in a long time. Bro, just listen to this context. Listen to this context. I'm at the building, and I'm getting new floors put into the elevators, whatever, right? So I'm doing that. So there's a log jam on the elevators, and people are being dumb as fuck, and they keep when they get on the one elevator that's working while they're working on the other one, they're pressing every button on the elevator. So it's taking fucking forever for everybody to get through the building, right? So I'm like, bro, can y'all stop being children? Like, just stop doing it for once. Like, it's not even funny. Like, if y'all get stuck on there, I'm gonna leave y'all there. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I was. But at the same time, I have an interview. Like, I have something I have to do for something else that I might be maneuvering over to or whatever. So I have that set, but that's at like it's that time is coming, and now I'm at the elevator. Like, I gotta get to the fucking unit, and they keep playing on the damn elevator, and I ain't got time for this shit. So I hit the stairs. So I gotta go up to the 15th because I had to send an email.
No.
Like, hey, hey, I am going to be 5 minutes late to this interview or whatever, but I will be there, right? So just hold on for a second. So I dip up there, walk all the way up to the top, go over to my to our unit. You know, bro, I'm out of breath, fucking sweat dripping off my forehead, fucking got my shit on. It's like, cool, I bet. Hop onto the screen because it's a Zoom call. So I come in, I tell her about the whole thing. They're like, all right, cool. So I go through this meeting and I'm bodying the idea behind like what I see for whatever the next thing is, whatever, right? So biting the entire thing, and I feel like I'm giving just enough smile, okay? Like I have enough smile before, like, cause I don't want to smile too much, cause I want y'all to know how serious I am about what the performance will be, right?
Yeah.
And I swear I'm talking to two white ladies. These motherfuckers. The one is cool. She ain't gonna be there no more. It's the director person. So she at the end of it, she's like, is there anything else? Is there anything else that you want, any other questions you have for us? And I give them a few, like a little rundown or whatever, the question, whatever, they respond. And it's like cool. And then at the end she gonna say, on the way out, she gonna say, and you should smile more. And I swear, if you could have seen the look on my face when she said that shit.
Lex, Lex, I would pay top not like I know Canelo fought last night, but I promise you I would pay more to see that. And the whole interview, G, just to give it context, like I would watch the whole interview to see that one moment.
Bro,
I
you would
promise
have
you,
to watch it because it's calculated. You know, I'm calculated as fuck. So it's calculated as fuck. So I'm not giving too much of it. Like, it's not sweet. Like, it's like, this is literally what the plan is for this. Like,
Yeah.
this is what I have, right? But I'm talking to two white women. So the only thing that the only thing that she has in her mind is that you should smile more. And then she said, yeah, you should smile more because you have such a nice smile. And I'm like, well, shit. If I'd have just done that in the fucking beginning, then I have to say all this bullshit. If you just wanted, if you just wanted this bullshit ass smile, if I just came on here with a big ass smile, you'd be like, okay, that's good enough for me. And I was
So
bro, I was so pissed.
you got the gig. What's your ask? What's your salary ask?
Bro,
You got it.
I was so pissed, bro. I am not gonna lie to you. Cause I was just thinking, I'm like, bro, how many times does that fucking happen? I know, Monty, you had that or whatever. When the white women just walk up on you.
Hey, stop putting my business out there. I'm proud to say through a pandemic, old Asian people getting mugged that for whatever reason. No. Yeah, it has not changed.
Oh shit.
No,
it's still as is.
Old white women, old Asian women are still sliding on me like you are harmless, sir. What, fam? I'm a gangster rapper, nigga. Y'all got me fucked up. How about that?
They just walk up and hug you.
Right there. What you talking?
No,
Don't let me
like why?
Don't let me lift this shirt up.
No, why y'all singling me out? I'm dangerous for real. Y'all got this all the way twisted. Nah,
They're like,
they not buying it. I got a mask on. I got a hoodie on. I got the hoodie on tied tight. I look like Bishop and Juice. And no,
Yeah.
They're like,
wasn't full of nobody. Wasn't full of nobody.
It's like I got a rainbow or fucking butterflies that just hover around my head. It's like you're not gonna hurt anybody, fam. It's like,
bro.
They chase Monty down. Can you help me put these groceries in my car?
Hey, walk across the street, all kind of shit.
Nigga, clutch your purse, lady.
Clutch your purse in my purse.
Don't be all willy nilly with your purse. You wanna? No.
As a matter of fact,
your purse.
As a matter of fact, can you hold my purse while you walk me to my car around the corner down the street?
Watch, Mr. Young Man. Watch my car real quick. I'm gonna leave it running. It's $300 in the ashtray. You're harmless. Nothing's gonna happen. respect the fact that I might be fucking crazy. How about that, nigga?
I'll be back in 5 minutes, and they don't come back for 20, and they still expected you to still be in that same ass position.
You would. I knew you. Hey, I know I took longer than I said, but I knew you wouldn't leave. I just knew it. I could see it on you when I.
And then pass you a 5.
Yeah. But no, do the one where the money is balled up in the hand. And I'm just sitting.
What? But that's the only way my pops used to pass money over.
The fact that y'all laughing, y'all not taking me serious. This is my life. I live this shit for real, and there's been a time where I've been left in the middle of the street because an old white lady dapped me up and drove off and disappeared into the city night, and I'm just like,
you just pondered existence, like, bro, like
nobody's ever gonna believe that this just happened to me. Ever. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Is Sweetie and Iggy Azalea the same person?
It feels like they make the same music, bro. Like I don't see the big difference between Sweetie's music and Iggy Azalea's music. Besides, Iggy was white, and y'all bashed the fuck out of Iggy. Like I think them even them off of just doing music, like them just as individuals. I think Iggy does an amazing fucking job as like a personality that people fuck with. Like her ascension, like what she does off the camera, she does a really fucking good job with all of her fans or whatever. So she's solidified and making money for the rest of her life. Just like I think Sweetie does an amazing job outside of doing music. So she's solidified and making money for whatever long she wants to make money. So, but the music though, I would say that they would operate in the same space of being a little oblivious to the fact that this shit is low key cornballish.
I'm not mad at that. Especially with the context. I was reading it. I was like, what does he mean? And then when you explain it like that, it's dead on.
They're not corny individuals. It's just trying to find your sound, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but
no, absolutely. I love Sweetie. Oh man, I love, like, especially like the videos of her and grandma cooking and her cousin. Like she's, her energy is in, and I think I do think it's the Bay thing too that just makes me root for her. Yeah. But to your point, I want for the Sweeties, like I want for her what Cardi has. Like, if we're gonna commit to this music shit, let's commit. And you get Pilo needs to be in Sweetie sessions. Jay Ant needs to be in Sweetie sessions. Like there is a group of Bay Area writers and producers. Not to say that it just needs to be the Bay, but turn that shit up and go get the best pin, so that when Cardi pull up, Cardi not pulling up half-ass
at all. Mm-hmm. Took that out Cardi got a long time ago.
Cardi went and got the best of the best. So, can Sweetie, just so you can compete, like, my nigga, get the best infrastructure in and around you, and the niggas that want to be there for you and see you win. I'm gonna go out on a limb and put myself on that list. I would love to be in those sessions and be a pin and be a contributor in any capacity to make sure that she wins, because I just love her that much and think that she has it. Like, she has everything. So if it's just the music, that's the music is the easy part. All the other shit that she's already acquired is the hard part. So I'm so glad you said that. That's what's been falling short. On the Sweetie shit, I got to big up Meg, because when she was like, Meg deflating Hot Girl Summer is the funniest shit, and I'm never gonna let that go, because she got her nigga, and that's what niggas do. That's what bitches do. They get their situation, and it's fuck all the single people. I'm out. It happens. It never fails. It never.
Hey, leave us out here hanging all the time, man. We always got
man. Hey, it went from
folks just got to be out here like, hey, man, when we gonna get our holiday?
It went from Hot Girl Summer to, oh, Hot Girl Summer, but my nigga gonna pick me up at the end of the night to, hey, Hot Girl Summer is canceled. Fuck out of here. I don't want none
As
of none.
as a matter of fact, I got done up and I didn't leave the house because we got into some shit.
You feel me? I was
Like as
getting
soon as I
dressed.
got done up, I got what I wanted. Like I was gonna leave the house to get what I already was about to get
Women,
after I got done up.
shout out to the women. Nigga, you getting dressed, your nigga walk past the bathroom and do a whole double take and got a back pedal, be like, hello.
Yeah.
Like nigga, I just curled my hair. What is you doing? Yeah. Call your partner. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, no, because we got some things to do.
Oh, that's hilarious. But Meg, her Snapchat show. Did y'all see that?
The puppy thing.
Yeah.
Like,
It made me happy. Like it made me really happy that she just is like leveraging spaces and getting bags, and she can, again, it's something she could totally do from home with her nigga in her happy ass life. So hey, I know I leveraged all you miserable bitches to get here, but I'm not miserable no more. So
hey, become a household name. You ain't got to do none of the shit you came in here doing no more.
here's all my happy shit. I'm a step away and formulate how to put these thoughts together. But for right now, I'm sorry I left y'all hanging. But in the meantime, watch us be happy as shit.
Hey, let me see how I will approach this next stage, because hopefully y'all get some in by that time. Wait, I wonder if that's gonna be this summer though. Do you think this summer is just gonna be choose up summer? Like you think the a whole cuffing season is gonna happen a lot earlier because don't nobody know that?
So okay. Thank you, G. Thank you. Oh man, I had a note, and I do this thing to where I get cocky because I don't write anymore. So I'll be writing my rap in my head, but I'll write in sections. And so by the time I get to, God forbid I'm doing a 24 or 32, nigga, by the time I get to the last 4 of the 16 or the 24 or the 32, nigga, it's a crapshoot if I can remember the first half of it. Like, and so the same shit with the pod notes, nigga. Oh, I roll up, caught like the wake and bake is the win.
Yeah, that's the moment.
Nigga,
yeah.
Roll up, go for a walk. I got my coffee, and I'm down, nigga. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna write these down when I get back.
Money. Would you say that is your euphoria moment?
No.
That's not your most euphoric moment? Like when you roll up, get your coffee, you walk that stream over there by the spot?
No, G. So remind me to go back to the thought I had. So, but I want to answer this.
Yeah.
No, I wish there's a part of me that wished that it was. My euphoric moments happen after tension, and because I'm
working through some things.
Because I'm working through some things right now, nigga. It's a lot of tension all the time, and I'm like, whoa, like it's almost like an adrenaline shot or some shit like that. And so what the wake and bake moments and the like the mornings become, those become the reflective spaces to take inventory on all the tension from the day before and like what was learned. It's a weird sort of thing, but they're really close. So
by then you've already worked through the shit there. Yeah, got you.
Yeah. So now I need to go back and recalibrate, like, yo, what did I do here that was different, whatever. Like, so that's when I have my ideas for the pod, this week's pod will come and I'll forget. And I had one of those moments because it was like, nigga, global warming is a thing. So to think that the relationships, like how relationships work aren't gonna suffer from global warming is the silliest shit in the world. So where cuffing season would usually be in the fall, nigga, it's in spring and summer right now, and it's throwing everything off. Like the bitches who was hanging their hat on Hot Girl Summer are so confused right now. They're like, wait a minute, y'all didn't send a bitch the memo that we was cuffing in spring and summer this year? Oh, niggas is about to be at the lake in Miami on couple shit. They doing what's the They doing Tulum. Tulum started off in the pandemic as some single shit. It's couples fucking up Tulum now, and we like, damn, nigga, this. You thought I had FOMO before with the single strips. The FOMO with the couples is fucking everything. It's global warming. Hey, don't kill me. It's just an observation. Global warming is here. Where summer was fuck bitches, get money, hot girl summer, all that's dead, nigga. Niggas is holding hands at hot girl summer now. Fuck out of here.
Bro, niggas holding hands for the hot girl summer is so.
Hey, shout out to the nigga that proposed to his chick at hot girl summer and make all her partners envious forever. Like she gonna lose her friends over her nigga is gonna slide on her, propose to her in the middle of their debauchery, and she gonna be like, all right, bitches, I'm out. I got my ring, and her partners ain't gonna ever be cool ever again. Mark my words, it's gonna happen.
That's real shit. That's possible. I see that.
I just hope it happens on video.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
It's
Girl,
for sure gonna be
standing in solidarity. We got a pregnancy pact, and you, yeah, bitch, my nigga's here right now. I'm out. What are you talking about? What are we doing?
It's gonna be at a topless pool party right before she takes her top off. That's gonna be the moment when he realized, like, oh hell no, not on my watch.
Not on my watch. I'll marry you.
I had this ring for the last 5 months, but you know what? It was all the way up to this moment.
This is my granny ring. My mama just gave it to me.
My mama gave me that ring.
Keep your titties in your shirt. You don't have to do this. Marry me right now. I'll take you away from this hell. We can leave this Vegas rooftop right now. Take you out of this hell.
Hey, you don't ever have to do this again, girl.
You're gonna be like, Matumbo, no, not in my house.
Wait, okay.
What?
Okay. Tina's gonna kill me, but I have to, bro. I'm so sorry, babe. Like I got to though. So we're in Houston. Shout out my nigga D. He goes, hey, tap in with the homie. He has a hookah lounge. It was a Sunday. Brother that owns a hookah lounge was closed, but he's like, yo, you can go to this place. Just give him your name at the door and it'll be taken care of. Nigga, we pull up to the place he sent us to. Everybody in Houston is fuck that. Everybody in Houston, Atlanta, and Vegas is at this place. The line is down the street, and he's like, nah, go to the front and give him your name. You good. No, sir, I will not. Nope. I absolutely will not.
No,
yeah. I'm not one for playing myself, and this had you playing yourself written all over it.
Yeah.
Nah, we good. We'll go do something else. So, team Googles strip clubs. Maybe, just maybe, it would be smart to do the strip club in downtown or where people are populated at, not the one that's off side of the dirt road. No, you think? No, what y'all think? What's your gut set? What's your gut set?
Hey, I'm from North Carolina.
Gee.
so I want to be where people at.
Gee, the park.
I'm not shit. I'll go to the one on the dirt road.
So I was channeling my intellects. We pull off the side of the dirt road, back into the dirt parking lot. It's lit.
Oh yeah.
Get to the door. Hey, it's 20 ahead, and no, we don't take cards nowhere in this place. Oh, and by the way, ain't no alcohol. Here, your wristband, have a good time. Wait. What?
Auto fixing.
It's $20 a head to get in. We don't have an ATM, but you can get all your want. It's ATM right there. The machine usage shit is $10 a transaction, and I'll bust whatever you get. I can come bust down your ones for you. Y'all have a good time. We don't serve alcohol. Bye. Nigga, we walk in this place. It's like we time traveled. I don't know where we are. Old white man is like he came here just to take a nap. Is what it looked like. He in this motherfucker. You know how you can sleep in a chair and you can only lean back so far to where it's comfortable in the chair.
Yeah.
This man managed to be completely like this, but he's still sitting up.
On the road trip.
I don't know. And then he did like this. He had his mask on. He did just like this. G, I promise you not. He did just like this. He was asleep. Nigga said,
Yeah, right back to it.
it went right back to sleep. But we caught what he was waiting for, because he ultimately was waiting for what we was waiting for. So it's teen little brother birthday.
A little touch.
She
My
what?
bad.
Stop. It's teen little brother birthday. His girl is like, nigga, this the strip club. We turning up, and he like, ooh, this weird because my girl with me. I'm not sure how to play this. Meanwhile, his girl has a handful of ass going. She been here before. She know the etiquette. So
Yeah.
mind you, me and Teen sitting off to the side. I'm like, damn, that's tight. And Teen she got her arms, she got her little purse, and she being like all reserved.
Yeah.
And the chick come by, and she said in the car, she's like, watch us get the girl that want to tell us her life story. I'm like, that happens to me all the time. Hopefully it won't happen with you. Sure as shit, got the girl that wanted to tell us her life story, and Teen's not throwing any money. I'm like, huh, okay. Nigga, a whistle or a bell goes off, and the stable of bad bitches come out the back. Teen handed me her purse and went.
She did the Birdman.
She did no, nigga, that wasn't Birdman. She did the motherfucking the first nigga that made fire with friction. She did that shit. Like, I'm like, oh. So I look at Teen. Meanwhile, white cuz asleep, he do like this.
Wait, so everybody's waiting for this moment.
Everybody was waiting for the fucking bell to go off. And then what was even scarier, with no verbal communication, the one that was in the pack of the women that came out was like, damn, that would be the one. Like, if I was in here dolo, that'd be the one I get a dance from.
Yeah.
Teen grabs that one, puts her in my face, but is somehow leaning over the both of us, just dropping the cash right on her. I'm like, what's happening, bro? This is impressive.
What is this moment? Yeah.
Where am I? Where am I?
Yeah.
She's gonna kill me for telling this story, but I could not. It was the hand rub that got me. It was
because Ting gonna try to act like she didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, it was like, you, ma'am, you've been.
Yeah, when that bell went off, it was like, yeah.
That's the whole thing she was thinking.
It's about time. This is what
it all.
This is what
it's all coming back to me.
Like,
let's do. I just got my AirPod dying warning. Let's do the one last. Say it again.
Then we can do the last fan question.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. The last fan question. Why do men make a thing about how females dick shame us, and we're not allowed to say anything about females' body, but they're allowed to trash us about our body and dick game? We need a hashtag. This is a fan question, by the way.
Context first.
Context.
I texted him back like, what? And he ain't text me back yet. and to let the listeners know, he sent this morning. So that means he woke up with this energy.
And it was like, I know them niggas record early. Let me send this in. Like, that's how it came in too. It was like shot clock.
Bro, you got that one in last minute. That's what's up.
Yeah, let's maybe, okay, because I got one more fan question. Lex, could we save this one until you do get context, and we'll do it? It's like a great teaser for next week. Like we'll get context.
That's a good one for next week.
Yeah. Let's get context. Our last topic and fan question comes from my brother, mentor, DJ Opie Travis from the Coffee and Bullshit Show. Shout out my dog. He asked. Fan question: How would Tupac and Biggie being alive change the course of Monty's music? This one's tough just because of like revenue generating and sort of. So LeBron leaving Cleveland, and Dan Gilbert's frustration with it. Initially, you go, "Oh, this is about basketball," because the fans are burning a jersey about basketball, their love, like all this stuff. Dan Gilbert is a. Say it again.
Ungratefulness.
Oh man, y'all, hold on one second. I ain't gonna make it. I gotta pee like a motherfucker. My mic is hot. Y'all don't judge me.
That man said, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
right.
he was trying to do the deep conversation. Oh no!
Oh, you know what? It's gonna be now, guys. It's not gonna be later. It's gonna be now.
Granny, no.
Should have drunk all that water.
Take me now.
That's funny. That's funny. I don't even know how we're gonna edit that out. I have no idea. and then you better be securing your stream if you're gonna put it out. Like I didn't even know that your stream had to be a thing. So y'all gonna have to be my feedback circle. Is my stream strong enough to make it go live, y'all?
Nah, it was just a few drips. It was just strong plots. It was boop, boop,
Oh shit! You guys are
about to get that
crazy,
check,
bro. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Where were we? Oh, that's funny.
where were we?
Don't say where were we after a mania moment like that either. You can't.
Oh,
the last thing you can say is where were we. You can say anything but where were we.
Man, Tupac.
Yeah, Travis, great question. It's only hard because of what was happening with the business of rap music at the time, and the whole concept of living long enough to become the villain. As I get older, I'm having to do this thing right now where I'm not too critical of Tupac. He's 25, 26 years old. Him wanting to fit in ultimately is what cost him his life and cost other people in and around the situation their lives. And he was just a baby, and he suffered from the same insecurities that a lot of young, same insecurities and some of the same traumas that hinder a lot of young Black youth. And so the amount of influence that he had at such a young age, I don't celebrate and remember the way that folks do, and I know that that's hard to say, and it's probably a death sentence saying out loud. It's my truth right now. There's a lot of flaws in his approach. There's a lot of flaws in his ideology. There's a lot of flaws in his messaging and his imagery, but he was so dynamic and he meant so much. But in a lot of ways, we're still recovering from that era. Like we're still feeling the ramifications and the remnants of that era of rap music in particular, for better and for worse. And so in thinking about it like that, had Tupac not perished the way that he did, and then lives long enough to become the villain, and in a way that I don't even think that I think because he Thug Life is Me Against the World, I think he thought he was a villain. He had not yet felt what it could be like being a villain for real, where your people don't fuck with you, because he even if to the day he died, he still at the very least could depend on his people fucking with him to a certain degree. I think the heights that Jay-Z has seen, that kind, like I think undoubtedly that's the roads he was hurt for. Jay, Yay, like those spaces that them niggas occupy where it's polarized, like people either fuck with you or they don't. I think that nigga was headed for there. I think Big ultimately would have finessed it better and different and just not had as much invested. But Pac would have ultimately ended up in a Yay space where his people turned on him. And how he survived that would have said a lot about him. So how I would differ if them niggas would still be alive, I have no idea. But those are the things that's the depth and dimension in which I think about Tupac being here. How would he have handled being the villain for real? Because I don't think he had yet become the villain he thought he was. And the story he was telling himself is like, oh, don't nobody fuck with me, it's me against the world. All right, nigga, I know what you say, but it quite the contrary. When your people turn on you and you and the king don't have a kingdom no more, what does that say about your spirit? What do you curate then? What do you create then? And he was so dynamic, he would have been fine, I believe, but he's such a baby. 26 ain't shit in terms of like knowing some stuff. Like the amount of ego death and character death that you experience between 26 and 30 is significant. Especially for a black person, especially for someone with that much access to that much wealth and that much information. That nigga could have done a complete 180 and been out there talking about slavery was a choice and I would have voted for George Bush. Like Pac would have probably been saying some wild shit. And how does that resonate? How does your evolution, you evolving in real time, ultimately translate in pop culture in real time? Where if you hove and you go sit down with Roger Goodell and all the black people call you a sellout, and then 2 years later go, this is the greatest Super Bowl experience we ever seen, and completely forget that they was just calling you Uncle Tom 2 years ago. How do you handle that 2 years of being hated? What is your response? How irrational are you? What is your thinking? And you already shown us that you're an irrational thinker because you jumping known killers like you about that life for real. Like you can't be touched. So you couldn't even process information through your emotions in that amount of time. So what you gonna do for what are your emotions gonna do to you in 2 years if you couldn't make the right judgment call in 30 seconds, my nigga? So maybe that wasn't what he was looking for, but that's kind of the depths that I think about that question and how anything would. I think I'd still be on a journey to create. I think my purpose would. Oh, there we go. My purpose would be different. I don't want any more young black folks, but primarily young black men to die for nothing. Because Tupac ultimately, when we break it down, like, what'd you die for? Oh, because I jumped a nigga that was a part of some street shit I had nothing to do with. That's how you have to break it down. King Von, why'd you die? Oh, because I beat a nigga up that was affiliated with a nigga that we was fucking the same girl. Because ultimately what you have to say when you're doing inventory on why these things happen, and that makes me more sad than anything. That one of the more dynamic figures in Black American history died for nothing, basically. And I know we're not supposed to say that, but it's the truth. And hopefully that truth saves some more young Black people for dying for nothing. Bro, I don't like Big ready to die. Like, nigga, I'm definitely not afraid of dying. I just don't want it to be for nothing. Nipsey died for nothing. A no snitching code that you enforcing, but you up. You buying the hood, nigga. Let one of them young niggas push that line. But we can't say that. But I hope that doesn't sound what's the word? like disrespectful to the legends, because that's not what the intent is. It's just to there's so much data in their demises. Mm. There's so much data in their demises. They were the sacrificial lambs for a reason, and if we don't see it as such, we'll continue to make the same mistakes. Ultimately, is what I was trying to get to. And Pac's untimely demise released an assortment of information that if we don't pull from, we're the silly ones for real.
It changed Snoop's trajectory.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
So
Yeah,
I mean, there is good in death. Uh, it's unfortunate,
hmm,
but there is good there as long as you learn the proper lesson from it.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think someone's going to learn the lesson in death, and then maybe the overwhelming majority is probably going to hop onto how unfortunate and how like ridiculous or whatever something is, um, but just talking in circles about the exact same thing is kind of where we are with Pac and Big overall. Is that we tend to just talk in circles about Pac and Big. We tell the exact same story.
Hmm,
We do the exact same stuff, and it doesn't really change anything. You know what I'm saying? But what Money's talking about was a different angle from what I've heard about that whole scenario. Um, and that's looking at it from another angle, and that's the angle that I would rather look at it from, because of how much good can come from it. Like
hmm,
if you're gonna die and you're gonna die for even and especially for reasons that make zero sense in the grand scheme of things. But if you're gonna die, then let it be for a reason. And the reason is the people that are alive get to take the data and do something with it. That's not built off of monetary gain off of the legends of blah blah. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about learn from these situations. The issue is that people are operating out of a level of who the hell was just talking about this? I don't know if this was in the Rogan pod or if this was in somewhere else, but they was talking about people operating a certain level of silent desperation,
hmm,
and without knowing it, you will um, most of you because you're making a choice no matter what. Like everything is a choice, but every choice that you're making can be categorized as desperate.
hmm.
So you only get so many desperate choices before your demise. At some point, you have to build up um, enough of a meter, piggy bank, whatever the hell type of analogy you want to make, as far as like bundling together energy separate from desperation in order to make some moves that are a little bit more calculated, a little bit more well thought out before it starts getting into more calculations, more thought out, more plans. Like you have to step further and further and further away from desperation to where if you grew up in desperation, you should always have a level of desperation within yourself that you don't have to be in that mode at all times, so that every move that you make is dire, so that every move that you make is life or death. Separate yourself and detach yourself enough from that so that since you grew up in it, you can just pull energy from your desperation at times that you need it to direct it. That's a different way of living a life, and that's something that I would have wished that talents as great as those, like uh, this, if they're still this like shit, if there's this potent in like the everyday culture, like people are still talking about, and that's because of death, but people are still talking about them. Then if they're a talent of that magnitude, if only they could have the time to detach themselves from those where we would be as a society, and unfortunately we don't get that a lot of time. Talk about it all the time, but we don't get that a lot of time. But we have to make the choice to figure out how to grasp some of that time and then see what we do with it. Like if people are going to do different things with it, but at least let's get enough people to that, and that's freedom.
That was one of the topics that I didn't get to.
Yeah,
but
that's why I put that.
Follow the freedom, not the money. Like follow freedom, not the money. And damn, that was G. Thank you, bro. Like the way you just broke that down was eloquent as shit. And ultimately, Trav, thank you for an excellent question. Now, all of the listeners that tapped in this week and gave us some dope questions to sort of riff on and things to think about. I'm grateful for my dogs. Y'all know how I feel about y'all, man. Appreciate the space. This Mother's Day flow is real. We are remote today. But,
hey, Monty, you gonna give him a special announcement? Oh, my bad. There was an announcement.
What?
Oh, y'all celebrate the next. Oh, my bad.
Like, don't you dare laugh. Don't you dare laugh because team goes, nigga, you might as well just get me a gift this year. Like, bro, that's not how that works.
Hey man, I know how these households are going, man. I know. It's that time.
Relax, fam. Don't you dare. No.
Relax.
No, I'm not buying nothing. I'm not getting nothing. You lucky I'm even pulling up to the Mother's Day festivities, nigga. What happened to the good old days where niggas didn't go to the baby showers, didn't go to none of that?
They have to be a part of none of that. Hey, unless it's yours, bro. You wear that Burberry, bro. I ain't coming to that. I see you though.
If my niggas pull up, you know what it's turning into. So team was like, nah, y'all good. Y'all don't gotta come. It's good. I don't want y'all nowhere near my shit.
All I know is I need the Burberry shirt with the Burberry shorts for my niggas. I know that much.
Burberry on the line.
With the slides, you feel me?
Man, I'm not fucking with L. Waller. I want to thank you to our listenership. Thank you for everybody continuing to tap in. Man, it's the conversations keep evolving. It's a Black growth space, is what it is, and so we thank you. We thank y'all for being a part of it and ultimately building an ecosystem and not just in a tongue-in-cheek way, but in a real ass way. So we appreciate y'all. With that, it's been another episode of Meet the Brave podcast. We'll see y'all next week.
Love.
Yes.